Now I need the NFLPA. I need the NAACP. I need the FBI. I need the church. I need somebody to step in.
Shit, I need Sierra to step in.
We might just get hit with the Rico.
He's heating up. Stop it, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Playful podcast. Another episode, the last episode of the year. Jax, who would have thought we would have made it this far?
Who would have thunk it, bro? Who would have thought the final episode? You will never hear this podcast in 2023 again. That's a crazy thing. Like, y'all will never hear this again.
Come on, shit, hey. The way we be operating, this episode may not even drop till 2024. Come on, now.
Bro, stop. we can get it out in time, bro. We can do it, bro.
I believe it. Jax, how are you? How was your Christmas? How was the holiday break?
Man, it was exactly what it inspired me. It gave me the motivation to start 2024 on a much better note, bro. Like, I was fading towards the end of the year, and then that going home for Christmas, it recharged me. It put the battery back in my back. So I'm ready to face 2024.
Charged up.
Charged up.
I'm fucking with it.
How was your break, fool?
It was great. It was everything I needed. Last week I was on my self-reflective time. You feel me? This week, it was all about being with the family. So definitely had a great time. We went to the game and all that jazz, and we got little presents on the way and chilled with the cousins, man. I was in what was that? Richmond, Texas, somewhere out there in the boonies, whatever you want to call it. But we got a lot to get into as the last episode. This is a hot take episode. We got a lot to get into, so let's go ahead and start. You want to go NFL, NBA? Which one? They both bad.
I mean, we got to start. We got to start with what happened this week. It was generational. It was record breaking. It was monumental. We need a round of applause for the Detroit Pistons.
Hey, shit. Don't even worry about it. Come on now.
We need a round of applause for the Detroit Pistons because they set the record for the most consecutive losses in NBA history. Man. Congratulations, Detroit. You did it. Shout out Monty Williams, free Cade Cunningham, free Marcus Sasser, free Jaden Ivey, put James Wiseman and Killian Hayes in prison.
And free Steven Silas. He don't deserve to be on all these losing teams.
Yeah, no, he might be a bad luck omen.
You saw that? You saw his
he was on the Hornets. He was on
the Rockets.
And then he was on. Man, it's tough for Steven Silas, but hey, shout out to Detroit. If you didn't know, they set the NBA record for most consecutive losses with 27, and then they just lost to the Celtics, so that makes it 28, I believe. So it's 28 losses, so they're 2-28. And honestly, I never thought we'd witness something like that. Did you watch the games where they lost, where they set the record?
I started watching every single game as soon as we got to Utah. Because Utah had all those damn injuries and no Lauri Markkanen, but then Colin Sexton went crazy. After that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm tapped in. I need to see how long this goes.
Every game felt like the NBA Finals, bro. Like, they have so much energy. The Pistons are trying their hardest to win. They went to overtime with the Celtics.
Yeah, now they're 2-20, 2-29, bro. 2-29, 28 straight losses. They play the Raptors, and then after that, they play the Houston Rockets on the first. And we need that dub.
Who do you think is going to be the first team to lose to the Pistons?
In a perfect scenario, you would think it would be the San Antonio Spurs, but I look at every single team, and I'm just like, yo, like I don't give them a shot. I don't give them the shot to win. Even when it was up 21 points against Boston, like I still in my mind was like, I mean, JT can shoot like 4 threes and they're gonna be back in the game. And like this is not a sustainable league. And I think Cade Cunningham had like 40 points.
Cade Cunningham is trying. Like none of this is. That's why I said free Cade Cunningham, because none of this is his fault. Like, I don't remember. I don't think it was the Celtics game. It might have been the game before that when they set the record. But he had 41 points, like 7 assists, 9 rebounds, shot like 12 or 15. Like he was trying his hardest to win that game. And
Absolutely.
the Pistons just are not good, and they're held back by incompetent coaching. Like I thought Monty Williams was a better coach than this. I'm a little disappointed in him.
I'm not really disappointed at let me rephrase, because it losing 28 straight of anything, you're gonna be disappointed. But it just taught me that there are differences between, all coaches are not built the same. Like developmental coaches are developmental, and then championship level coaches are coaches that are good with veteran teams. That's another one. Now you got some people that thread the needle. It seems like it's very rare for somebody to be both developmental and can work with veterans.
Mm-hmm.
The only person I can think of off the top of my head, and he don't have a championship, he's very young, is Ime Udoka. Like, he seems like he's doing a better job with his development with the Rockets. He went to the finals with the Celtics. That's a small sample size. But you look at Coach Pop, nigga, I'm like, no, who are you developing? I'm going to be honest with you.
I feel like he's sort of developing. Like, he needs to end the associate experiment, but I think Trey Jones and Wemby, I think they can be something. Once Pop stops playing around with Jeremy Sochan and that point guard.
I know they can be something. I'm just trying to figure out who is he developing.
I mean, Keldon Johnson, he's better. Keldon Johnson, he's a better player than I thought he would be, because I didn't think he was going to be nothing for real. So that's just one example. But they haven't even had much talent to develop, So
give or take. Well, my final thoughts with Detroit. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. My guess is that your first win will happen on January 15th against the San Antonio Spurs. That's my prediction. Like Jax used to say, barring any injury, y'all should be straight around that time.
I need the Pistons to win their January 5th game, because that game is against the Golden State Warriors, and that's the funniest possible outcome. And I'm just here for the funniest possible outcome. I need that to happen. So we'll see.
It really be. What they should do? They should lose. They should lose against the Warriors on January 5th, and then the next time that they play, Draymond Green should be back, and then win that game right there. That's the game you should win as soon as his debut game. Put it against the Pistons and watch the Pistons beat that nigga, bro. That shit would be funny as hell to me. But speaking of other things that's kind of funny as hell, Russell Wilson.
I don't think that's funny. I think that's downright terrible. I think Sean Payton should be thrown in prison, and I think the Denver Broncos should also be thrown in prison.
Now, Jax, you should probably explain to the audience why you want these niggas to be thrown in prison. You just give them a little short synopsis of what's been going on with the Denver Broncos.
Now, the Denver Broncos, they done made a lot of moves last offseason and the offseason before that, and all of them horrible moves, but I digress. Now, this offseason, the Broncos, they just signed Sean Payton to be their new head coach, and they paired him with Russell Wilson, who had a bad season with Nathaniel Hackett as his head coach. But, Sean Payton, he got that Hall of Fame resume. He cooked with Drew Brees. Everybody thought, hey, they can make it work. And now, even though the Broncos are in playoff contention with a record of 7-8, which, it's not that good of a record, but they're in the AFC West, and it's been a down year for the whole division. And despite the fact that they're in playoff contention, they have decided to bench Russell Wilson, who has he played good this season? Not really, but he's been average at best. And Absolutely. They're benching Russell Wilson just so they can save money on his contract. Now, he's guaranteed $39 million next season, but if he's on the roster by, I believe, I'm actually not sure what day, but if he's on the roster next season, then he's going to get an additional. He's going to get additional money, so his contract will then be $85 million. And the Broncos, they don't want to pay that, so they're planning on cutting Russell Wilson. And they're benching him so that he doesn't get hurt. Because if he's hurt, his contract is guaranteed, and the Broncos got to pay that full $85 million.
Mm.
Now, Greg,
and they asked that nigga to drop that injury guarantee clause, or else he was gonna get benched or some shit like that.
And he said no, and they benched him.
Damn.
Now I need the NFLPA. I need the NAACP. I need the FBI. I need the church. I need somebody to step in.
Shit, I need Sierra to step in.
But no, I need them to step in and really. I honestly think the Broncos should be punished because that's unfair to the players on the team. That's unfair to Russell Wilson, and that's just not honoring your contract. Like I'm just confused on how that's allowed to happen. In all honesty,
that nigga Russell Wilson should be awarded more money. Because of what you're having, because you're still in playoff contention, it's like, yo, you need to add an extra 25 mil to this. You need to go ahead and just bump this shit up to 100 mil because you are deciding to play stupid. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. This whole situation is just so. I get it from a business standpoint, I guess, but this nigga Sean Payton is. That nigga on fraud alert. I ain't gonna lie to you. He on fraud watch. He is on fraudulent watch right now. Nigga.
It's not even fraud watch. I think he's, and I'll be honest. I like Sean Payton, but this right here, like seeing how he literally can't adapt to the modern NFL. I think he was really just a Drew Brees made him good because you see him when he had Jameis and all Teddy Bridgewater. They wasn't doing that hot. They wasn't doing that good. And now he got another quarterback in Russell Wilson, still not doing that good. I don't think he got it no more. Maybe he never had it.
Me personally, I just always thought that he stopped being generational once they had that bounty gate. Once they had that bounty gate, I don't know. Just ain't had that same out of Jonathan Payton. Nigga, I don't know, bro. I don't know where they go, and I don't know what quarterback you gonna get. But like, who you gonna replace him with?
Exactly. Like they have, like I said, they're in playoff contention, so they have a 7-8 record. That's not a top quarterback in the draft. Their record's not bad enough to get one of those, and they don't have any assets to trade for real because they traded all of them to get Russell Wilson and Sean Payton because they had to trade for Sean Payton. Like they're stuck in a rock and a hard place. And honestly, in a perfect world, Sean Payton get fired. It's not going to happen, but he deserved to get fired for that.
Hey, yo, just mix it up, though. Just add more fuel to the fire. Let them go ahead and draft Bo Nix. Let them draft Bo Nix. I just want to see the fire get larger. That's what I want to see.
When you said the name Bo Nix, you made me mad, but then you was like, let me see the fire get larger. And hey, I'm here for the funniest possible outcome. So I can't even imagine Sean Payton with Bo Nix.
Because you saw that nigga cussing out Russ, bro.
Like I get if you don't like Russ. I get if Russ is playing bad, but Russ, he a better man than me. Because one, you a bad coach. Two, you yelling at me on the sideline in front of every man. Listen, Russ is better than me. That's all I'm gonna say.
This the same team that got dropped off at 70, right?
Yes. They got 70 points put on them, and Russ still led them to playoff contention. Because once they got that 70 put on them, everybody was like, "Oh, they finna have a top 5 draft pick, top 3." We was like, "Russ is cooked, Sean Payton is cooked." Look, he gave them all, he got them all the way back to playoff contention, and they're doing this to that man. I can't believe it.
Yeah, you know it's bad when you have niggas starting to compliment Nathaniel Hackett just a little bit. We was a little too hard on them. Yeah, you know how bad you got to be for some revisionist history like that to happen. Yeah, just blow the whole thing up. Blow it up.
Sean Payton had a lot of nerve too. He was the one who was calling Nathaniel Hackett trash. And now look at him. Look at him.
Not my coach.
Not my coach.
Speaking of blowing up, We need to blow up some of these goddamn hot takes we took, bro.
Yeah.
Some of these things was super hot. Some of them was ice tray cold, nigga.
Nah, yeah, it got going back through the hot takes. Some of them was, but like we said earlier in the episode, this is gonna be our hot take episode. So me and Greg, we're gonna each give three of what we think are our best hot takes, and three of what we think are our worst hot takes. And then Greg, he'll give his hot take of mine that he likes the most, and I'll give my hot take of Greg's that I like the most. But wait, before we even get into all of that, we need to acknowledge a certain somebody, a certain guest we had on the show. And now, like I said, we're going through the hot takes. We're going through all the episodes, jotting down the hot takes, and we realized none other than Dana Gilmore. He had probably the best hot take, and that hot take was that Dylan Brooks will be the second best player on the Rockets.
That was a hot take. And so far, hey, look, we just lost to the 76ers. Had we had his defense and his three-point shooting, we would have won that game.
Like, Dana, when you said that, we laughed at. I remember I was listening to the episode. We was laughing at you. We was like, ain't no way. We was like, ain't no way, boy. And hey, you was right. I don't know how you knew. I don't know what. I don't know if you can see into the future, but hey, you was right, Dana. Dylan Brooks is cold this year. You might watch him mess around, make an all-NBA team.
50, 40, 90.
I didn't think Dylan Brooks had it in him. I did not think Dylan Brooks could. I didn't think Dylan Brooks was like that. But
hey, man, Dana no ball, man. Dana does no ball.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you. Blessings.
Shout out to Dana. Shout out to the Redacted Show.
Shout out to the Redacted Show. Well, shit, let's get right into it, nigga. Nigga, come on now. Now, the first one that I personally fucked with for myself was you are anti-black if you glorify Luka, but hate it on 17 through 19 James Harden. I still stand on that hot take, and it's not even to the point where I'm not talking shit about Luka. I'm not talking shit about James Harden. They're not on any of my teams anymore, but like, there's no way you're glorifying Luka the way you are, but then saying, oh, I cannot stand this foul baiting free throw step back that feels like a travel. Like all that shit y'all was talking about in 17 and 19. Luka's just doing it more. Luka's just doing the same thing, but just grabbing more rebounds. And his defense ain't even all that great. Y'all underrate James Harden's defense back in the day. So that's where I stand with it.
When you said that hot take, I liked it because Luka, I mean, the only thing, Luka, he has grabbed more rebounds than James Harden. And I think Luka, he's a more flashy passer than James Harden. But other than that, they the exact same nigga. It's like it's just Spider-Man meme. It's literally they both sort of fat. They both be outside sometimes, bro. Like, so I like that hot take of yours.
For sure.
Now the hot take I did that I like the most is that the trade deadline should be at the playoffs.
I agreed with that one. I like that one.
I said that because the trade deadline for really any league, but specifically the NFL, like I think it's like week week 7 or week 8. It's way too early because it's only been like I said, 8 games. Anything can happen in between that time. Now if it's the trade deadlines at the playoffs, playoff teams are able to be like, hey, if our quarterback ends up getting hurt in the last few weeks of the season, we can just trade for this other quarterback and get him, make that team we traded for tank. And I think it just adds more excitement to the league, a little bit more parity, and it makes the draft more interesting. I just think it makes the game more interesting. So I think the trade deadline should be at the playoffs.
Yeah, but I agree with that wholeheartedly. It was just a matter at the time, I didn't know if I agreed with where you were going to place it, but all I knew was the trade deadline shouldn't be this early. I knew that. I knew it needed to be extended sometime in December or January, whatever. Yeah. But I definitely agree. During that time, random November, no, nigga, stop. Yeah. Too much shit can happen. Too much. Now, my second hot take that I stand 13 13 toes down on this one, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you.
There's no way he
Kellen
had
Moore is the most overrated offensive coordinator in the league. I stand on it. I was firmly planted on that back then. You know, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. No, nigga, I'm 13 toes down on this one, and especially how everything played out, nigga. I'm definitely 13 toes down. Nigga. Come
I'm
on,
like, yeah, it was already a good hot take, and then the way the season turned out, it got even better. Like,
it got phenomenal.
like the Chargers are terrible. Like there's no way the Chargers should be as bad as they are. They're horrible this season. And a lot of that has to do with Brandon Staley because Brandon Staley should not be a head coach. But Kellen Moore, he also should not be an offensive coordinator. His offense is not as creative as we thought it was. And then you see Dallas, they're having success with Mike McCarthy calling plays. And everybody was like, damn, Mike McCarthy's terrible. But maybe it was just Kellen Moore the whole time.
And I gotta apologize to Mike McCarthy just a tad bit. Because when we first hired him, I definitely, and even this season, I was definitely on some episodes talking about, this is the BBW version of Jason Garrett. I think that was a little too much. That was a little too harsh. This nigga done had multiple 10 plus win seasons, 12 game total. Jason Garrett was 8-8 all the goddamn time. 8-8. Even when we couldn't even be 8-8 no more because they added an extra game in the season. Just 8-1 head ass. You feel me? Like, so I'm gonna put a little bit more respect on Mike McCarthy's name. My fault, gang. My fault. You got me. I apologize.
I will say Mike McCarthy, he has been better. I still think he need to get fired, bro. I just think they need some new.
Oh my God.
What, bro? Like, cause yes, they've been cooking, but I still feel like they winning in spite of Mike McCarthy, Cause I don't know. I just don't be liking some of his play calls. And
who the fuck you want? Who you want, nigga? Sean Payton?
Don't just like that. I can imagine.
Who do you want? Bill Belichick, nigga?
No, I just want somebody who's a little bit more creative. Somebody like Ben Johnson for the Lions offensive coordinator. That'd be dope. Cause I like the Lions offense. I like what they're doing. Like CD Lamb, he could be in that Amon-Ra St. Brown role. Tony Pollard could be like Jahmyr Gibbs, and they could hopefully get another running back because Tony Pollard, he's not the number one running back. But I could definitely see
we gassed him up, bro. We gassed him up.
We did, but if we got somebody like Dallas got somebody like Ben Johnson, I think it'd be on. It'd be on.
That's another team I gotta apologize to. Detroit. My fault, y'all. I thought y'all was gonna go crazy. Yeah, my fault. Go ahead, man.
The second hot take that I did that I like is GMs are more important than coaches.
Yeah.
Because even with we were just talking about the Pistons, that's that GM's fault. They don't got no talent on that team. And the GM is who hires a coach most times, I feel like. So got the wrong coach, wrong players, be for real. And then we was talking about the Broncos. That's a GM's fault too. Because he the one who, hey, let's go get Russ. Hey, let's go get Sean Payton.
Who's that, John Elway?
Nah, John, he not there, no. It's I think his name is Patton or something like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. They under new ownership now, I believe. Yeah.
They're owned by the people who made Walmart or something now, something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think it's the GMs, bro. It's a lot of the issues. It's the GMs, and then you could look at other teams like the Warriors, for example. That's the GMs, bro. They're not getting the right talent, even though they got generational Steph. They got old Clay. They got abuser Draymond. They traded away a young talent in Jordan Poole. They're not utilizing people like Moody and Kuminga correctly. So I think it's the GMs, man. And the coaches.
I think Draymond is generational. It's generational Draymond.
What generation is that? Not my generation. Not this generation.
That's CTE generational, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey man, look, I can't lie to you, man. I've never seen no CTE look like that, man. You think that nigga played football?
Bro, have you seen Draymond? Did you see him try to play football? He lined up for.
Michigan State.
Yes, bro. I feel like that's what sort of put the fire in him to be like, hey, I need to just beat these niggas up because he was at Michigan State. He tried to line up at receiver. He tried to get off the line of scrimmage. Draymond Green 6'7", like 230. That nigga, that corner was like 5'9", jammed his ass up, and he couldn't move. I think that probably put the fire in him. He's like, hey, I can't bully niggas on the football field, so I'll just do it on basketball.
Nah, they said he grew up in the Detroit Pistons facility during that 04, 05, like during those kind of Piston eras with Ben Wallace. Rasheed Wallace was talking about that on the Gilbert Arenas podcast about how like he was cool with the friends. I mean, you know, he was friends with the kid's GM or whatever that was, and he was always in the locker room. So Rasheed Wallace felt like it was, you know, he was partially responsible for how Draymond's acting today. I'll say you're taking accountability from a grown ass man. You gotta stop.
Hey, Rasheed Wallace, he real for that. He real for that. Like he's like, it's not your fault. Draymond's a grown ass man, but hey, you real for taking that blame. I commend him for that.
I don't commend that nigga for that. I'm sorry, and I fuck with Rasheed. I fuck with Rasheed heavy. But once Rasheed Wallace found out that Draymond passed him up in technical fouls, I think that's when that nigga said, you know what, maybe I do need to.
Bro, I can't wait till Draymond get back because I know he's gonna get another tech, and I'm not gonna lie. I think first game he gets back, he's gonna get a technical.
Yeah, and it's gonna be off some Dylan Brooks shit. Like it's gonna be off some like if this was any other nigga, you wouldn't get no tech. But due to your reputation, we don't know how malicious your shit is for real. So we're just gonna give you the tech anyway.
Bro, that first tech when he gets back is gonna be the funniest thing ever.
And I hope it's a home game.
Oh, I can't wait.
Now for my third one. Now, I had trouble and difficulty with this third one because I had multiple ones that I could choose from, but ultimately, I'm gonna stick with NBA fans of rebuilding teams have to shut the fuck up, and that there are levels to historically bad franchises. Boy, when I tell you, I was out here mixing it up with some of these Detroit Pistons fans when they was talking shit about the Rockets last year. And I'm like, yo, we've only been bad for 3 years. You out here calling us a poverty team. I want you to understand that there's levels to poverty, nigga. There's levels to rebuilding. You know,
they understand that now. They understand levels to it now. Especially the Detroit fans. They know it's levels to this.
Come on, nigga. Stop it. They know now when they won them 2 games and that's it, 2-29. That sound like, you know what that sound like? 2-29, 2 for 29. That sound like Jaden Hardy's shooting percentage. Come on now. When he played against the Rockets, stop it, man. Let me stop talking about Jaden Hardy. that
was a terrible game for. I feel so bad. Like that was a bad game for them.
Yeah, so like there's differences between, you know, San Antonio and, you know, OKC, the Rockets, these, you know, short-term rebuilding teams versus Detroit, where let's be honest, they haven't sniffed a playoff berth since Blake Griffin, and that was one time.
The Pistons' last win was their home opener, and now their record is a leap year. Now their record is a leap year now.
Their record is a leap year. It's the same day as the date of my birthday, January 29th, nigga. Like it's that's poverty, Detroit. That's a poverty franchise right there. I hope you understand. And had y'all not have lost all those goddamn games, I probably would have picked another hot take for my third one. But I just had to let the chopper sing on this one. I'm sorry, yo.
Hey, and we said it at the beginning of the podcast. We're gonna say it again. Free Cade Cunningham. He don't deserve this.
That nigga.
They're free Jaden Ivey too. They don't deserve this.
Free Jalen Duren too.
Nah, he be cooking. Like, there's no. I'm sorry, but back to Monty Williams, bro. There's no. Like, I think Monty's a good coach, but I think this sort of ties in with my hot take as well. I think it's on the GM when choosing Monty Williams because they thought they got Monty Williams. He's like a championship style coach. Like, you get him on your team when you're ready to compete. And I think that's what the GM thought. He thought the Pistons were ready to compete. Hell, everybody did, but they still needed a little bit more development, and that's where he's not. You know, that's not really his forte. And it's Steven Silas on that team.
Yeah, true. Once they put Steven Silas on there, I was like, okay, like. Monty has to be like a yin yang to this nigga. And I think a part of that was they felt like Monty was probably the perfect coach because they fell for that smoke and mirror screen with Phoenix, because when he got there, Phoenix was fucking terrible, and then they had that 8-game win streak in the bubble, and all of a sudden they added Chris Paul, and they was in the finals. I'm sorry, Phoenix is an anomaly. Phoenix is not a real team. That's not a real place. That's not a real anything right there. Like, you cannot use them as a sample size, because I'm under the belief that you can never be. You are not a rebuilding team if you are one player away from going to a huge playoff berth, a NBA Finals run. If you add Chris Paul and you get to that point, that you just got to chalk that up to the game, because they kept getting lottery picks. They kept getting lottery picks, and they was out here talking about trade Devin Booker. Devin Booker doesn't deserve this and stuff. So, yeah, that's a different kind of case study, because I don't even know how they got that together. So I can understand why they thought Monty Williams could develop, because they felt like they quote unquote developed. They didn't develop the Phoenix Suns. Somebody put magical potion into the Phoenix Suns, get them to work better. DeAndre Ayton decided to care about basketball again. Devin Booker was hooping phenomenally, and CP3 just got the best out of everybody. So at the ripe age of 36 or 37. So yeah. Shout out to them, I guess. But yeah.
But man, my third hot take that I like the most, and I think you're gonna appreciate this hot take. I think it might be my best one yet. Candy corn is still elite, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I do not give I don't care what nobody say. There's nothing you can say that'll make me hate candy corn. I will always believe candy corn is still elite, no matter what. And if y'all don't like it, that's something wrong with y'all. It's sugar, bro. Like, candy corn is so good, bro. And if you don't like it, you're a hater, and I don't want to hear it. And that's the hot take. I think that was my best hot take. You know, that's just me though.
Stop it. Stop the cap, please. It's one thing to say you think this was a part of your top 3, and I was gonna let you rock. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna let you rock. Once you said this was your best hot take, I'm like, all right, stop glazing, please. Stop the glaze.
How am I? It's myself. You can't glaze yourself.
Stop the glaze, bro. Stop the glaze on that take. That take was not. That would please. Bro. Don't get me upset, please.
Bro, niggas just mad I'm right. But it's okay. It's a hot take. It's not everybody not supposed to like it. It's a hot take.
Nigga, stop stealing my words. Now, since I started off, go ahead and tell me what you thought my best take was.
Your best take? Now, this is a really good I didn't even think about it until you said it, but I think your best take was when you said Saudi Arabia will have a league or be heavily involved in the NBA sometime soon. Because like you would spin when you said that. We obviously won't know until like it actually happens. But you saying that sort of opened my eyes, because I knew Saudi Arabia and them was all in the soccer leagues, all in the golf leagues, but why wouldn't they make that venture into the biggest sports in the world? Well, not the biggest sports in the world, but like the biggest sports in America, which is NBA, football, all that. So you saying that, I really think that could happen, because them Saudi Arabians, bro, they got money. They got money.
them boys going crazy up there.
They're not gonna care about no contract. They're not gonna Deshaun Watson got that fully guaranteed contract. They're not gonna care about nothing they'll give it fully guaranteed. It don't matter to them.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 of those. I'll give you 2 of those right now.
They'll give somebody $1 billion. They'll give an NBA player $1 billion. They'll do that.
And in the sport, and the only reason why I didn't say the NFL so confidently was the fact that NBA is already global. It's already an Olympic sport. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was going to be the other one that I was going to pick as my third. If Detroit didn't go crazy. I was like, y'all damn near solidified my hot take. Now, my favorite by far, this is one of my favorite hot takes, and it may not be the best in your opinion, but I really fuck with it. The most important position on defense is a versatile linebacker.
I appreciate that. I was gonna choose that before I saw the candy corn one. I was like, that hoe needs to be in there. But
that's a fire one right there. because I ain't gonna lie, like it's really started to resonate. When I don't know, it was one of these games. There's a certain game that we lost, and I was just looking at Micah Parsons, and I was like, "Yo, this nigga Jax is right, bro. That nigga need to scoot 7 steps back and just play linebacker again. This, because he's cool as an edge rusher, like he's great, but
he can do so much more as a line, especially with Dallas. That's a team who's all the linebackers is hurt now. So
damn, bro, like because I be looking at Fred Warner and I'm just like, Micah can do this and some, bro. Like
he can do all the Fred Warner stuff and rush the passer. But
you saw Lamar juke the shit out of Fred Warner.
Lamar some other shit.
You know what I mean? Hey, maybe she was right. He's an athlete, huh?
Calling Lamar athlete, just referring to Lamar simply as an athlete at this stage in his career, when you can see him cooking in the pocket, where you can see him like making these reads and processing, you see him scrambling to throw and not just scrambling to run, bro, and still calling him an athlete. That's be for real with yourself.
All right. Now that we have, given each other, our flowers and all that stuff, let's get into the nitty gritty, and let's talk about our personal coldest takes that we've given. Our top. Since you went first, I'm gonna go ahead and go first.
All right.
And also an honorable mention about Steve Kerr being overrated. That didn't make my top 3, but damn, it was super fucking close.
You was right.
I think the first thing I want to say, Ja's not a top 10 point guard. I think that's an easy one for me to just lay up as a very cold take. At the time I had him, I had the audacity to have him tied for 11th between him and Darius Garland. That's my fault. And Darius Garland hasn't been playing up the par this season anyway. Most of it wasn't like blasphemous. It was just I just needed to take Jamal Murray out, and I needed to stop playing semantics about LeBron James. But other than that, everything else was kind of debatable. I didn't even have Jalen Brunson in there, so at least I wasn't doing that. You feel me? There's niggas out here having real conversations like that on Twitter. That's crazy.
I mean, Jalen Brunson, he cold though. He is cold.
Oh, hey, he had a 50-point, 100% from 3. Like, sometimes, hey, he cold. He's just not. He's just not that guy. You know what I mean? He's just a little too small. No cap.
Shout out Becky Hammond.
Oh God. What about you, Jax?
Now I think one of my coldest takes. I mean, like, it's not cold. It's not cold, but the teams I was thinking of when I said it turned it into a cold take. But I said that some teams are just loser teams and are cursed to sort of lose forever. And when I said that, I had teams like the Browns in mind. And I said that in the Browns, they just clinched playoffs, bro.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe Flacco. And then I had like teams like Detroit, number one in, or not number one in the NFC, but they're number one in the NFC North. They just clinched that division. So I was wrong about that. It's not even teams are cursed. It's just some teams are just unlucky. But once you get that right player, whether it be or right player or right coach, whether it be Joe Flacco, whether it be somebody like Dan Campbell, once you get that, you can turn the franchise around. So, hey, hopefully that, like we were talking about Detroit, hopefully that happens with Detroit. Hopefully, they get the right coach and they can win. Because I'm tired of seeing Cade Cunningham give his all and just be trash,
I agree with that. I agree with that being a cold ass take. Now for me, my number 2, not gonna lie, this is only a cold take mainly because I thought about this off the dome. Didn't put any thought to it. And I really just didn't have a hot take at the time, but we had to guess, so I couldn't embarrass myself. And that is Cat is overhated. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never gave a fuck, actually. Like, Didn't care if the nigga was hated. I ain't going. I had no kind of confidence in that take. I just threw some shit on the wall and just said, "Hey, that's a hot take." That was the time we did like 2 episodes within like 2 days.
Oh yeah.
And my best hot take like the day before, and I'm just like, nigga, I don't know, nigga. I don't give a fuck, actually. So, yeah, that was at best just a lukewarm take because he has been playing decent, but nobody talking about him like that for real right now. Anyway, so. Nobody's really hating on him.
Yeah.
So I mean, at least right now. I mean, back in the offseason, it kind of got a little ridiculous, but
everybody focus on Anthony Edwards now because he send the video.
Send the video, and DeAndre Ayton, did what he did, so it kind of took the heat off of Cat for just a hot little minute. That nigga bugging. That nigga Zion squared over there. Jesus Christ!
Don't get me started on Zion. Zion, never mind. Don't get me started. I hate Zion. Don't get me started.
I hate Ayton, nigga.
My next hot take or my next cold take. Now this take, it's not. It was a hot take, but I sort of ended up falling into the trap. And the hot take was, I said, I think people need to stop saying that him, like the phrase him. Because I was like, it got overdid and all that. And hey, it is very much overdone. But we say it too much, bro. Like, I don't even be meaning to say it, but I be saying it all the time, bro. Because some people is him, some people is not them. It's in the modern day lexicon now. Like, it's nothing it's part of my vocabulary, bro. Like,
yeah.
What can I say, bro? Everybody say it. I can't stop saying it. It's part of everybody's vocabulary, though.
Yeah, I see where you was going with it. And even at the time when you was talking about it, I said, yeah, I could agree. But the examples that you used were so hilarious that it was just like, there's no way I wouldn't repeat this.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un really, that fucked me up. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. Like that.
Kim Jong-un is crazy.
That was a crazy way to go out. I also think that what was you literally said Jalen Brunson was him like last episode.
Literally, bro. I'm pretty sure I said somebody was him this episode. Like, I just
you probably said Lamar was him or some. Yeah, he said he's him, but he's just not him.
Yeah, but that was a cold take. My fault. My fault, gang.
That nigga. All right, and then finally my last cold take, which, like I said, this was a part of. Was this a part of? I think it was another guest episode. You know when we double up on these guest episodes, I just start saying bullshit. It's not the coldest take in the world. I just think that it's a semantics game and it's lukewarm. And that is, I don't think Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward. I was reaching so hard to be controversial that day. In my mind, I was like, let me just get spicy. Let me do some clickbait, some clickbait, real quick,
Yeah.
And ultimately, I was like, he was a center for 10 years. He played the other one for 9.
Yeah.
Niggas know that nigga as a power forward.
Like niggas know he's the best power forward. Like,
Like you did not like when he was on the floor with Tiago Splitter, damn well who was the center and who was the power forward. Who was guarding Chris Bosh. Like it's not anything new. So by technicality, I say it's lukewarm. But real nigga logic and hood and barbershop talk, that's cold. If I had to have a hot take, that's a cold ass take to die on. I just wanted to see what Dana was gonna say. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie.
No, my absolute coldest take.
Oh shit!
like this is an actual like freezing cold take. Oh, and man. I honestly thought it was gonna be right. And that take is the Thompson Twins are gonna be bad. I was so wrong about that. They're so good. Both of them are so good at basketball, bro. Like I really thought the Thompson Twins were gonna be garbage, bro. Asar, he's playing like the Pistons suck. But Asar Thompson is playing he's playing crazy right now. And then Amen Thompson, he was hurt, but now he's sort of working his way back into the lineup. He's solid. Like we went to the Rockets game and he had that he had that crazy fake where he like faked the pass and then like hit the. I was like, all right, bro. I can admit when I was wrong, and I was wrong. My mind was just poisoned because I saw their middle names.
Yeah, that's what.
Like, there's no way they could be good, bro.
Nah, but when even though Sar's probably played better, mainly because he played more games. And
he's had more time to play.
Had more time to play. You saw the flashes of that summer league game with Amin Thompson, and it's just like, yo, this nigga got flashes of Alonzo Ball, like when he was just throwing crazy passes and stuff. So, look, like I said, I don't think I've ever told you this, but I don't think it's a hot take. I don't think I'm gonna make it a hot take. But at some point, we're gonna have a conversation about the G League Ignite. We're gonna have a conversation about
for sure.
We're gonna have a conversation about these players that end up going to G League instead of college. G League is saving collegiate basketball right now. I'm gonna let y'all niggas know right now. The results of G League saving NCAA, and I'll leave it at that. We'll have that conversation in 2024 though. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So now that we have the takes that we went through our cold takes or our hot takes, let's go into the takes that we what we thought was each other's coldest takes. And Jax, you go ahead and go first. What was my coldest take of the year 2023?
Now, Greg, you had some. You was cooking on a lot of takes, but you had some cold takes, like the jaw one. I was thinking about doing that, but you already said that. The Tim Duncan one, you already said that. But one, you said that, and I quote, "Niggas are dumb, stupid, and annoying from an NBA contract when you look at the numbers and talk about somebody's overpaid because the market value goes up." And now, like, I get where you're coming from with that, but nah, bro. Some of these niggas still be overpaid. Like you specifically cited like the Jaylen Brown thing, and I don't care what you say. Jaylen Brown is he's overpaid. I don't care what you say. Like, yeah, the market value balanced out, blah, 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 blah. He's overpaid. He's not a $300 million player. That's not him. So I don't know. I ain't really like that hot take you gave.
I guess from my perspective, I just kept seeing a lot of niggas at the time say that Dylan Brooks was overpaid. And I don't know why the Rockets paid that nigga to do X, Y, and Z. Now, hindsight.
He's underpaid. Hindsight, Dylan Brooks
might be underpaid. But I was just, at the time, I was like, nigga, like, the Rockets are not good. So you're going to have to naturally overpay for these niggas anyway. But I wasn't mad at the signing, and you know what I mean? So I can admit that was a cold take, especially when did I bring up Jaylen Brown? If I brought up Jaylen Brown, that was definitely a cold ass take, because that nigga still don't know how to use his left hand. So
did you see not one play he scored with his left or whatever, and like he like waved to the crowd with his left hand? I was like,
nah, that nigga gonna win. He gotta let them braids go though. You gotta let that shit go, yo. That is it's not.
You can like see his thoughts with them braids. They're very tight.
I don't know what Bernice Burgo's doing out there. Well, you need to go get her man. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Now, Jax, like I said, like you said, we're not ignorant people, so you don't have a lot of cold takes if we're being honest. You may have some opinions that I may disagree with, but I think that first and foremost, I'm not going to use this one, but I do like how New York Giants will have a top 5 pick in the NFL draft. It was, hey man,
oh my god,
hey, you was on a nice run. You was on a good run, brother. You was good, but that's not the one I'm going to use. Even though I could use that one, because at the end of the day, the Giants are still bad. They're not. It's not like they went to the play. Now, if they made the playoffs or some shit, then I'm like, all right, Jackson, nigga. All right, nigga. But
I still stand on it, bro. I don't care, bro.
From them going to a top 5 pick to a top 10 to 15 pick. Ooh, whoop-de-doo. Like that's not the victory lap I want. I'm gonna go with all rookie QB should sit at least 1 year.
Oh,
now. Look, man. Me personally, I used to not give a fuck. Like whoever's ready is ready. Whoever's not is not. What works for some may not work for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad they ain't shit that nigga CJ Stroud.
No, yeah,
I'm glad
you
they
had
did not.
one of your takes was CJ Stroud, the top 10 quarterback. That was a good take. He may not be top 10, but he in that range, like
He in that range,
top like top 13 or something. Like he in that range. He's cold.
If
He's
CJ
cold.
Stroud, was playing for the 49ers, nigga, I'd be shitting bricks right now, nigga.
Imagine.
Nah. Yeah, so that was probably your coldest take, and it wasn't like even a crazy cold take. It's just these rookies is just built a little different this year.
I said that before CJ Stroud started cooking. He must have heard this. He must have heard
Nigga,
that.
word, nigga, watch this.
So CJ Stroud, if you're listening, I apologize.
Shit, even
he's not listening.
Now, somebody that should have sat 1 year, that should have been Bryce Young. Not because he's not bad. It's just the fact that he has no offensive line and no real weapons. They should have just iced that nigga up just to keep some tread on that nigga tires because that nigga's small.
He is getting jumped every game, bro. They're beating his ass, bro.
They never damn near put that nigga in a somersault like every week, bro. Every week.
But he bounced back every time, bro. Shout out to him.
Hey, yo, he put up 30 against the Packers, so hey, shout out Jonathan Owens. The real prize, huh? So that's been our hot takes of the year of 2023. Hey man, look, 2023 has been odd, man. It's been an odd year.
Yeah.
But 2024, nigga, it's time to get even. You feel me? It's time to get even.
Greg, I hate you for saying that.
Hey, look. Oh man.
But hey, we still got to give our picks though. Our final picks.
Final picks.
2023.
Final picks. Is this week 17? Wait, what week is this?
Yeah, this is week 17.
Is this the last week of the regular season?
No, there's one more. There's one more week. There's one more. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we're not all the way out of there just yet. All right, bet.
So we have the Thursday night game already happened, but me and Greg, we texted prior to the game, and we both chose the Browns, and
I definitely said be fucking for real. I definitely said in my mind I said be fucking for real.
But you ain't say it out loud, and that's what matters.
I was confident, nigga. I was like, yeah, man, come on, Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco going crazy. I don't know. He playing like he did when they won that Super Bowl, bro.
Joey Flack, yeah, nigga.
Nah.
It's 2012.
It's crazy how he cooking like this off the couch, and Deshaun Watson couldn't do none of that. That's just
that's sad, bro.
That's divine retribution, but I digress.
Jesus.
Now, like I said, we already did the Thursday night game, but there is a Saturday night game, and that Saturday night game is the Detroit Lions at the Dallas Cowboys. Now, who are you picking for that game, Greg?
I hate this because I got a weird feeling about this game, but to push the agenda, the Cowboys need to win this game, so I'm going to pick the Cowboys. Although Detroit could very much well. Wait, hold on. Is this in Dallas?
Yes, in Dallas.
Oh, I take that back. I respectfully picked the Dallas Cowboys. My fault. I thought we was playing in Detroit. My fault. Yeah, respectfully, I'm picking Dallas. My fault.
All right, yeah, I'm going with Dallas as well, but Detroit is playing great.
Man, we at home.
I like Ben Johnson, even though we are at home. Like,
oh my nigga, have we lost at home?
Huh?
Have we lost at home?
I am actually not sure. They haven't lost many times. They haven't lost that many times. Oh no, Dallas is undefeated at home.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Wrap it up, nigga. CD Lamb.
But hey, like Detroit, they can run it down Dallas's throat because Dallas, I don't know, they've been getting ran on these past 2-3 weeks. So that's the only thing I'm worried about because they got David Johnson and Jahmyr Gibbs. So hey, we're gonna see. Yeah,
we're gonna see.
Still picking Dallas though because they need that win.
They need it for agenda purposes. Yeah.
No. The primetime game is the Packers at the Vikings. Who are you going with?
The Packers versus the Vikings. Who am I going with? I understand that the Packers allowed 30 on the Panthers, but I'm still gonna pick the Packers. I'm begrudgingly picking the Packers. I know this is a division game. I don't even know who the quarterback is for the Vikings anymore. I just kind of lost track. I don't even know if Jettis is playing, but I got faith in Jordan Love.
Okay, this game, I'm going with the Vikings because the Packers. Like, I like Jordan. I think Jordan Love is really good, but the Packers defense, bro, like 30 points to the Panthers, really? And the defense been trash all season, which don't make no type of sense. And then also, I believe Justin Jefferson. I believe he's playing. And the Packers, they're going to be out. They're going to be without their starting cornerback, Jair Alexander, who we forgot to talk about earlier.
Nigga got suspended.
Now, if you guys don't know, Jair Alexander, he's one of the best corners in the league. He's had sort of a down season this year, though, because of injuries and all that. But yeah. He's suspended for this game because last game against the Panthers, he decided, to make himself a team captain, even though team captains are already chosen before the game by the coach. Now, he made himself the additional 4-team captain. He went out there for the coin toss, and he won the coin toss, praise God. And then he said the wrong thing. Normally, when you win the coin toss, and the defense wanted the ball first. Now, all he said was, I think he said, we want to be on defense. Now, when you say that the coin toss, it's like a whole procedure type thing. And if you say it like that, there's a way that the Panthers could have gotten, what was it? Could have gotten the ball to start both halves. But thankfully, God. Yeah, that's why the coaches were mad. Because if you say it like that, like I said, the Panthers could get the ball for both halves. But Matt LaFleur, before every game, he goes up to the refs and he's like, if we win the toss, we want to defer. And so make sure he goes up to the refs before every game and he makes sure that the refs know that's what exactly they want to do. So a fuck up like Jair Alexander almost did can't happen. And so because of that, he got suspended. And I just think that's a funny way to get suspended. So yeah, I'm taking the Vikings.
That's great awareness by that nigga LaFleur, though.
Yeah, I think every coach need to be doing that.
Yo, hey, that shit could have been generationally bad.
Yeah.
If that was to happen. Has that ever happened? Like,
I think it's happened. It's happened. It has happened before. I can't remember what game, but I remember it happening because I didn't know that could happen. I was just like, "What?
Wow, that's crazy." Yo, shout out to Matt LaFleur, man.
Nah, this amazing awareness.
Crazy awareness. I see. We don't have a Monday. Oh, do we not have a Monday night game?
Nah, because it's being played the Friday night game. So,
you mean Saturday night?
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure. Okay.
Now we got to get into our locks of the week.
Oh shit, forgot about that.
Well, I'll go ahead and go first then, if you can't, while you think of one.
Got you.
My lock for the week will be, I'm gonna take the Bills over the New England Patriots.
I saw you do that one. I saw that one. Okay. All right. So my lock, I'm going to pick. Hey, these some decent games today. I ain't gonna lie. These some decent ass games. I'm gonna go 49ers over the Commanders. I didn't abuse the Panthers like 2 to 3 straight weeks already. I need to chill out. I'm gonna do 49ers over Commanders. That's my lock.
That's crazy because I was gonna make that my upset. Because guess who started for the Commanders, Greg?
The nigga's questionable. You don't even know.
Bro, stop.
Bro, he dead ass questionable.
Bro, stop.
Bro, what you mean stop? I'm just trying to be a good co-host and
Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett, he can't be. Jacoby Brissett is a girl, bro. He can't be questionable.
Come on, bro. All right, look.
Ain't no way.
This was earlier today, so I mean things could have changed.
After injuring his hamstring in practice.
It's on some Chris Paul shit. Actually, that's crazy.
I'm sick, bro. Jacoby,
he could still play. You don't know. You don't know.
And if Jacoby Brissett plays, man, they finna win that game. But I digress. Whatever. That's not gonna be my upset. My upset for the week, I'm gonna go with the Raiders over the Colts. The Raiders,
they did something to you, huh?
You said what?
Them Raiders really showed you something, huh? They put some faith in the Raiders. I don't think you ever picked the Raiders in anything that you didn't have to do.
Man, listen.
You saw that
Raiders,
Chiefs.
They cooked the Chiefs, and they playing inspired, bro. Ever since Antonio Pierce became their head coach, I was talking with my sister's husband because he's a Raiders fan, and he was like, ever since Antonio Pierce took over, the Raiders have been a top 5 defense. I didn't know that. And yeah, I think I love Gardner Minshew, but I think the Raiders got it. I think the Raiders really got it.
Okay.
And I think the Raiders, they're in the AFC West, so watch them mess around and make the playoffs.
I agree. Now we go into upsets. My upset, picking the Steelers over the Seahawks.
What's the Steelers' record?
8-7.
Okay, yeah.
8-7.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
Yeah, they're both 8-7 actually. But the problem is they're playing in Seattle. They are playing in Seattle. I will say that.
Okay.
So I am picking the Steelers over the Seahawks as my upset.
Okay. Well, that was our locks and upsets of the week. Now we gotta give final hot takes of the year of our Lord 2023. Greg, I want you to go first. Yeah.
My final hot take of the year, and this is something that I was gonna bring up as a part of my segment last minute, but I'm gonna just make it a hot take. We need to leave standing on business. We need to leave that in 2023. We need to retire that phrase. We got to retire that phrase. I know we talked about him and Himothy and he's him.
I'm finna say, bro, it might stand on business might end up being like that, bro.
Nah, not for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will find other ways to say standing on business. Shout out to Drewski. Drewski is a cool guy. I like his content. He's a funny nigga. Y'all drug and drove that phrase to the fucking ground. There's too many niggas that don't actually stand on business that say standing on business about 15 times a day. Y'all are on Twitter chronically using that goddamn phrase and not using it in real life. Please take care of your Please take care of your children, bro. Get off the app. Go do some laundry. Go touch some grass. Please, like I'm tired of hearing this phrase. I'm sorry. I was stuck between this hot take and the women that keep talking about Jonathan Owens, but I just overall, please get off. Please get offline. Why? Please stop having arguments with people online without brushing your teeth. Like there's a lot of things you have to do on a day-to-day basis. Did you drink water today? Did you let your dog out? Did you go pay a bill? Did you build something from IKEA today? Like what did you cook breakfast? Did you buy breakfast? Did you go and gas up a vehicle? There's so many things that you can do on this earth than chronically be online and just be talking about nonsense all the time. Work from home is a blessing and a curse for some of you niggas. I swear to God.
Listen,
I swear to fucking God. For some of you niggas, stop it. He's heating up. Y'all need to chill the fuck out. But listen, I'm a gracefully bow out because I know my brother Jack's finna go crazy on his segment, his hot take. But standing on business needs to be eliminated from our vocabulary going into 2024. And that is my last hot take of the year.
Oh my gosh. My hot take. I don't know why you gassed my hot take up like it was just going to be something crazy. But my hot take is low-key sort of simple, sort of short and sweet. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, my hot take, I think that 2024 is going to be an amazing year, bro. It's gonna be an amazing year for me, it's gonna be an amazing year for you. It's gonna be an amazing year for the podcast, bro. It's gonna be an amazing year because we're gonna make it an amazing year. That's my hot take, bro. 2020, we just getting started, bro. We literally just getting started. We've been at this for like what? 4 months, maybe 5 months, bro.
Absolutely.
We done already had a couple like clips and videos go viral. So appreciate y'all for the support and everything.
Oh God.
Appreciate those that don't even support us. I don't care. You know, shout out everybody that's listened to a video, like the video. But 2024, I think we're gonna turn up, bro. We really gotta make something shake in this 2024, bro. I think 2024 is gonna be a crazy year for the podcast. It's gonna be great for us individually, bro. 2024, it's gonna be what it is, bro. And it's gonna be like that because we saying it. And, asking you shall receive, declare it. Like my mom would say, you got to declare it and it's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
nigga.
2024, it's going to be a crazy year for us. And that's my last hot take of the year.
Now, that was a very motivational hot take. And that's really not a hot take for real, nigga. That's self-proclaimed. That's self-ordained, nigga. Like that's
shit just going to happen.
Hey, cause look. Well, what a lot of people don't talk about is 2024. You cannot say the word 2024 without that word "for," nigga. Play for keeps. We going crazy in 2024, nigga. 2024, nigga. It's literally our year, physically. The 4 is in. You can't use the word 2024 without that number 4, nigga.
Think about it.
You gotta think about it. Yo, nigga, you ain't even gotta think too hard, nigga. And it's the last number that you gotta get to. It's 2024. That means you gotta end with us, nigga. You starting with us and you gotta end with us, nigga. Come on now. I ain't trying to sound like TD Jakes now. Hold on. I'm definitely preaching. I'm definitely preaching right now. You feel me? All right, nigga.
Oh man.
But nah, for real. I meant to ask you this, and real quick before we had to get up out of here. What was your favorite video? What was your favorite video of our pod? Like, what's your favorite clip?
Now I know everybody liked that Caleb Williams one because that one keep getting likes every day on like TikTok, bro.
And low key that Michael Parsons was supposed to feed families. I ain't gonna lie to you. That LT one was supposed to feed families.
Oh my God. I cannot believe, man.
Nigga, we would have 1,000 followers already. With that
TikTok wanted to hate us and take it down.
Oh my fucking God.
That video, in 12 hours, it had like 12,000 likes, bro.
Nigga, it was crazy. And I knew it was gonna do a surge like it does for Caleb Williams. It was gonna lap Caleb.
Dog, I can't believe it.
Oh my God.
But no, my favorite video, and it still hurts me that this didn't go crazy. It was the Bishop Sycamore video, bro.
Ah, yeah.
Like, that was actually hilarious, bro. And then, your edits was cold, bro. Y'all didn't see the vision, bro. That video was hilarious.
I don't think, bro, there should have been more eyes on there. If there was more eyes on there,
dog,
that would have been cool. Like, that would have been dope as hell. And I know a lot of people, they be like, yo, like, you can like do like a boost or whatever, but nigga, I'm in the game, bro. Like, I'm tapped into the media, bro. I'm tapped into the industry, bro. Y'all gotta understand, and this is for anybody that's trying to create content. Please, for the love of God, do not fall into the temptation of trying to get those boosts. Try to pay for those different views, like, for them to show it to a bigger audience, a bigger platform, because what they're going to do is they're going to intentionally lessen your views when you don't use that boost as a encouragement to allow you to keep buying exposure. Don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. Do this shit organically like us, and you're going to have some bangers. I promise you. You're going to have some bangers if you are consistent. Now, my personal favorite And it was actually an edit that I wish got more love. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of how it tends to go anyway.
Yeah.
I think it was a mixture between the Aaron Rodgers one
That one was funny.
and
That was funny.
and I wish the Wilt Chamberlain one did a little bit better. Not gonna lie.
Not gonna hold you. You should have saved that one for Black History Month.
Low
In
key.
hindsight, they would have
In
win.
hindsight, I just yeah. Now we have our best ones. What was one that was like, that was all right. That got more love than probably what it needed to be.
That Paolo Banchero one. That was weird, bro. I don't know why. That was weird, bro.
You got that? You say, I think on Instagram you saw that random ass man that gave us like a paragraph with Kyrie and the Israelites.
Like I'm not reading all of that, bro. Like
I still haven't read all that.
I'm looking at it right now. Like it's like 20 lines. Like he was going in, bro. Shout out to that man. I won't read it. Never will.
How did Instagram allow him to type that much, nigga? That shouldn't be a thing.
Oh my god!
I will say Paulo was one. I'll say which one I didn't. What was this one? I wish. Nah, that one's cold. Everything else has been cold. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't really think of anything else besides that. Paulo Banchero one being Barmenheimer on TikTok went a little crazy. They was calling you uneducated, saying you went to community college. They was going to your ass, boy.
Actually, man, that was my best hot take, bro. The Barbenheimer one, because y'all did not care about that damn movie, bro. Shut up.
Niggas don't even talk about that movie no more. That is a hot take. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. That's a nice little hot take. Yeah. Sometimes I wish that barring injury one, I would have saved it until I actually had to edit, the editing software to get that shit done correctly. It's just a picture of us the whole time, so that could have banged. Who knows?
I mean, watch us. We can unrepost it and redo
it. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate the community that we built. 2024 is gonna go crazy. Like I say all the time, please, for the love of God, drink water and don't allow other people to write your story when God gave you that pen. I truly mean that. I truly believe that. Take that shit to heart. And you don't have to wait until 2024 to start whatever you got going on. You can start today, my nigga.
Literally. Like, hey, if you want to change your life, do some life-changing shit, bro.
On God, nigga. On God. That's on big God. So, with that being said, go get you some last-minute 2023 bitches
and
that you're not trying to go into 2024 with.
And happy New Year, and see y'all niggas in 2024.
2024, more to come. We'll see y'all.